Okay, yeah. So very simply, then, this was a DVD that was released on Sanctuary many years ago, mid-90s, and when it got released, Sanctuary suddenly sold out to Universal. So this DVD, welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, live at the Royal Albert Hall, London, got lost in the wash, which at the time was an unbelievable disaster for us all. But right now, that's ended up playing in my favor. So I don't really worry about that too much. So the DVD that was recorded was a 5-camera shoot over 2 days. And the audio was recorded separately. That's why when you come to the show, The Return of Emerson, Lake and Palmer, the audio that you hear will be an original audio from Keith Emerson, from Greg Lake. And the audio that you will hear of the drums will be me in situ playing at the same time along with them, because I had the opportunity to take away or wipe all of the drums away, so I could then add it as we went along. So there's about 6 songs with Greg and Keith, the 3 of us playing together. And they're things like Fanfare for the Common Man, Lucky Man, you name it. There's, it's all there. From the beginning, there's just me playing hand drums and Greg Lake singing. And there's even a piece, I suppose you could call it number 7. It's Keith Emerson playing piano on his own, which was something that the Emerson family wanted. They wanted to feature Keith on his own, which we always did. So I was a bit concerned about the fans thinking, well, why are you just playing a video of Keith playing? But in actual fact, it's what we did. And I was never on stage when he played his piano solo or his concerto that he played on stage at times. And Greg wasn't. So it just adds to the environment of a show, which was a true ELP show. So that's basically what it is. Things like Tarkus, which are very long, as you know, 15, 17 minutes. I play with my band, Paul Bielotovich on lead guitar, and he triggers synthesizer sounds and keyboard sounds. Simon Fitzpatrick on bass with a 6-string bass and a Chapman stick, which is an 8-stringed instrument, which also triggers synthesizer sounds. So we can have quite an interesting combination of audio between all 3 of us. And things like Tarkus, Hoedown, Carmina Burana, this kind of stuff we play together. There's about 7 songs with the ELP, just the 3 of us, and about the same with Paul and Simon. When the ELP music is playing, well, it's all ELP music, but when Keith and Greg are up on the screens, I do have Paul and Simon play some supportive parts just to make things sound a bit bigger or a bit fatter, or I double a bass line, whatever the case may be. But because the audio is recorded separately at the Royal Albert Hall, I can remix everything and I can make it sound bigger anyway. I'm just going for excess where I can just make it even bigger than big. So that's what happens. And Keith and Greg appear on 2 screens each side of the stage. I think they're roughly 12 foot by 8 feet, something like that. Very high pixel end. So the clarity is really strong. Downstage, there's another screen which is even bigger, and that's like, I think, 14 by 8, and that would have me on it. If Greg and Keith are front left, front right, or whatever, you'd see me playing on the screen. Downstage, I'm in situ anyway, but you'll see me, or you'll see all 3 of us, one on each screen, whatever combination we've decided. Obviously, I've got quite a team of switchers who switch the actual footage in between. When it's, say, we're playing things like From the Beginning, and I'm playing hand drums, bongo drums, in actual fact, with Greg, Keith's not playing, we use Greg, myself on the front screens, but downstage on the center screen, we'll put some vintage footage. Like there's some footage, like if he's singing the song Lucky Man, we have some footage from a BBC documentary that we made, and he's just caught a fish. So as he's singing Lucky Man, you can see him downstage and he's just hooked a fish, So it's that kind of combination of visual aspects and an audio that we try and put together. So it's worked very, very well. Only played 10 shows. I just did some more editing the other day on Lucky Man. Lucky Man was one of the bigger hits we had in America. I just did some editing on that. The editing for everything now has probably taken me 10 weeks, 9 weeks to get what we've already used. And I just spent another week polishing some little bits here and there, but Lucky Man was the main one. So I would say that it's a concept I could probably take around the world. The Emerson family and the Lake family are in total agreement, and they get approval on everything. They share in any money that's been made. They share in the merchandise. And altogether, I mean, we're very, very happy. It's something that Greg and Keith would have really enjoyed because they like technology. And this is syncing this stuff up is difficult, but you know, with a click track and with the technology we've got today, can be done and has been done, and I've proved it can be done. And let's put it this way: you can see Keith Emerson and Greg Lake looking a lot younger than me, which is unfortunate, but they but they're at the top of their game. They're looking their very best. They're playing the best. This is not a hologram. This is the real deal. So if anyone who never saw Emerson, Lake and Palmer, this is the best and the closest you'll get to what I would say is the real thing.